How long are these filters designed to last?
Well, that's a good question. We haven't seen the end of the life of several of them. We have over 5,000 out in the field right now. In some areas where there's really high iron content, they've lasted maybe 7 or 8 years. Because the iron is so fine, it just turns the sand into concrete. But it's just concrete and a copper pipe, so they could last 20, 30 years. We've been doing this since 2006, so we've gone back to some and they're still functioning. And so if we look down inside here, this is what we call the diffuser plate. And I don't know if you can capture this or not, but there should be 2 inches of standing water on top of the sand. And that is where the bio layer grows. And it's very similar as to if you've set up a fish tank and the water's kind of cloudy for maybe a week and then all of a sudden it's nice and clear. Same concept. It's a natural forming good bacteria, and that's what eats the bad bacteria. And so this diffuser plate is put in here and it lives on a little lip, so then when we pour water into the reservoir, it doesn't disturb that bio layer.
Sure. Is there anything the family needs to do to maintain the filter?
Yes. So with every installation, we spend 15 minutes or so with the family and explain the proper use and maintenance of the filter. And again, going back to the aquarium idea, it's supposed to have a 0.6 liter flow per minute. So when it gets really, really slow, then obviously they need to clean it. And how they do that is they take this out, the plate out, and they fill the reservoir with water. And then they just agitate the top 2 or 3 inches of sand, kind of like if you wanted to clean your aquarium without taking everything out of it, and just get everything suspended up in the water. And they pitch out that dirty water, and they do that maybe 2 or 3, 4 times, however long it takes, and trying not to let the sand get out. You know, there's that balance between getting the turbidity plus letting the sand settle down. So anyway, that's just how simple it is to clean it and maintain it.
And about how often do they have to do that?
You know, it really probably depends on their source water. If they have pretty dirty water, there might be more turbidity and it might get dirtier. But it's just going to vary per filter and the location of what their source water is.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
If a filter breaks or it starts to leak or they've agitated it and cleaned it and it still doesn't work, how would they go about getting that filter replaced, or are they just done with the filter?
Right. So each recipient is taught how to use it, and if it gets beyond all their attempts to maintain it properly, we also within the village have what we call a steward. So there's one person that's the go-to for troubleshooting, and often it might be the chief or another elder person in the village that is quite involved with the activities of the village. We've sometimes had where there was an insect that made a nest up in the copper pipe, and it was just a matter of, you know, taking a wire up in there and flushing that through. But the process is supposed to be that, yeah, if they have issues, they know they can come to us, but they should go through the chief, and the chief come to us. Then we can go out and check what the issue is, and if it's really just maybe the iron has clogged it up or whatever, then they could be put back on the list to get a new one. If it's because of their fault that they did something, they're going to have to pay again for it. But if it's some faultiness of the filter, we will replace it. We have a 1-year guarantee on our filters and wells.